everyone, and welcome to Waldorf Astoria, Washington, D.C. We are so honored to once again host this year's National Cherry Blossom Press Conference. This season is truly one of the most magical times in D.C., and we are delighted to be the first hotel in bloom. Our entire team here at Waldorf Astoria looks forward to spring every year, a time when we have the privilege of welcoming guests from near and far to experience the city in bloom. It's a season that inspires us all, and in this year, we are celebrating in an even bigger way. We've curated an exceptional lineup of experiences to immerse our guests in the season, from our afternoon tea in Peacock Alley to Sakura-inspired spa treatments. Every detail has been designed to elevate our guest experience. And in celebration of this year's season, I am incredibly excited to announce that in partnership with the festival, we have curated our first ever themed cherry blossom suite. A one-of-a-kind, thank you. It truly is a one-of-a-kind retreat that brings the beauty of the season indoors. This suite is designed for both relaxation and productivity. It's 1,500 square feet of space that is adorned with elegant cherry blossom decor and floral accents and features a spacious living room, a dedicated massage room for your in-suite massages, and a spa-inspired bathroom with a deep soaking tub. And we are so excited to unveil it today. Following this press conference, we invite you to be the first to tour the stunning space. And of course, experiencing the National Cherry Blossom Festival extends far beyond our doors. As part of the Hilton family, we are proud to be a part of a company that deeply is committed to making every stay extraordinary. This year, Hilton is once again the premier hotel provider of the National Cherry Blossom Festival, the festival host sponsor, and the Cherry Blossom Parade. Whether guests are staying with us here at Waldorf Astoria or at one of Hilton's many properties across the city, they will enjoy unparalleled access to the festival events and the breathtaking sights of the peak bloom. Because when celebrating a season as special as this, it truly matters where you stay. At the end of today's event, I, along with several of my team members, will be positioned outside the room, ready to provide tours of the Cherry Blossom Suite. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to see me or a member of my team. We are the ones proudly wearing the Waldorf Astoria pin. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to celebrating a spectacular cherry blossom season ahead. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Diana Mayhew, President of the National Cherry Blossom Festival. We welcome you all here today. And Nisha, thank you very much. Thank you very much for having us here today. And we're so excited about the Cherry Blossom Suite. I did stay here last night, which I'm so excited, but they didn't put me up in the suite. And I know after this, the staff members are all going to need a retreat after the festival. I would like to also, before we start, to thank Rebecca Berlin for her performance. Before we started, please give her a hand. You can see Rebecca perform on the A&A stage at the Tidal Basin Welcome Area this coming festival, so sure to come on down. Welcome and thank you to all of our speakers today. Mayor Muriel Bowser, National Cherry Blossom Festival Chairman of the Board, David Moran, Minister Fumio Miyake from the Embassy of Japan, and the National Cherry Blossom National Park Service Superintendent, Dr. Kevin Grease. We already have you part of our team. We'd also like to acknowledge Deputy Mayor Planning for Economic Development. Today is Nina Albert is here. Nina, there she is, right in front of me. President and CEO of DC Chamber of Commerce, Jeanette Hubbard, in her new position. And Sambaglie Cook, who is the Director of Destination Development, all from the District of Columbia. So we're really excited to have everyone here. Welcome to Leadership Circle sponsors, Nicole Green and her team from Events DC, Patrick Philippi from Amazon, and Yushi Kimitsubu from A&A, along with his team today. We bring together with our sponsors and their critical support and the engagement as we work together to connect the community and to just really express amazing experiences and even include national and international visitors. At this time, it'd be my pleasure to introduce this year's Goodwill Ambassadors. The Goodwill Ambassadors are young adults who have been selected to serve as cultural liaisons and represent the festival at official festival events. They currently study or have studied the Japanese language and culture. Their role during the festival is to engage with our visitors and lead our youth outreach programs. Carla Eufemio from American University. Rentaro Inoue from American University. Morgan Johnson, currently a first-year teacher at Arlington Public Schools. Susan Lin, Georgetown University. Carlos Marquez Arce from American University. Issei Noda from George Washington University. And Catherine Pate from American University. We'd like to thank them for their time and connecting us to the community and all of their work for the next couple months. Thank you very much. At this time, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you a very major supporter of the National Cherry Blossom Festival and a critical leader for our District of Columbia. Please welcome Mayor Muriel Bowser. Thank you.
Well, greetings, everyone. I am very pleased to be here today to support Diana and the beautiful effort that we are about to undertake, and that is cherry blossom season in Washington, D.C. So please give Diana and her team a big round of applause, and thank you from us. And I want to acknowledge that the Cherry Blossom Festival team is celebrating 25 years since transitioning from an all-volunteer effort to this beautiful professional team that we have. Yes, that deserves a round of applause. So every year, the festival transforms our city. We, of course, started in 1912 with a gift of 3,000 cherry trees from the mayor of Tokyo. And it has become one of the most celebrated traditions in our country, reflecting the history, international spirit, and vibrancy of Washington, D.C. Obviously, we love the festival because it's beautiful, but we also love it because it brings so many people to Washington, D.C. for the festival. In fact, last year surpassed pre-pandemic numbers. So that is a testament to everyone involved. Visitors filled our hotels, generating more than $200 million in revenue, supporting local businesses, the hospitality industry, like this beautiful room here at the Waldorf Astoria, and even more beautiful lobby outside. So it's no surprise that while it's beautiful, it is a big, big, big infusion of excitement and activity, economic activity in Washington, D.C., including a lot of restaurants who sell a lot of cherry blossom drinks. So this year, once again, hundreds of restaurants are partnering with the festival to offer spring-themed menu items, from Petal Palooza at the Capitol Riverfront to vibrant art and fireworks and the iconic Blossom Kite Festival. All of these are things to do around Washington, D.C. And of course, we all look forward to celebrating the talents of our students with marching bands during the parade. And yes, we welcome people from around the world, but this is also a hometown celebration. So you will find cherry blossoms in all 8 wards of our city, from the Tidal Basin to the Arboretum, along the Anacostia River, in our parks and in neighborhoods throughout the district. And we know and we appreciate that visitors come here from around the world. We frequently open the ceremony with the Japanese ambassador, who also loves the parade very much. And so we look forward to seeing you at these events. So again, we're grateful to you, Diana. I see that our Secretary of the District of Columbia, Kimberly Bassett, is here, who represents me at the festival. Kimberly, please stand up and be recognized. And Nina Albert, the Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic, has been recognized. But Nina, let's make sure everybody sees you as well. And again, thank you to Diana and our partners at the National Park Service. This is like Super Bowl time for the Park Service, and we're up for it. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mayor Bowser, and for always being there with us. We really appreciate it, and for rocking the pink, so thank you. As the mayor said, the past 25 years has been the story of transformation and partnerships, and it's such a positive brand for Washington, D.C., and creating the springtime destination. The government of the District of Columbia has been a critical part of that growth and evolution, and we greatly appreciate it. I want to wholeheartedly thank the festival team that is behind making this happen, especially our Vice President, Lillian Iverson. Let's give our team a really big hand. We would like to express our gratitude to all of you, everyone in this room and others that have been a part of this journey the entire way. Some of you, since, the festival's been going on for a long time, almost 100 years. But again, this last 25 years of transformation since the downtown bid kind of adopted us and said, we're going to help this vision. The vision that we had 25 years ago was taking the celebration of the tidal basin and bringing it into not just the downtown, but all throughout all of the neighborhoods. And you all have helped that. And people in this room have either helped create the story or communicate the story, and we certainly appreciate it. Now, as we look forward to the future, our goal with the festival is to really accelerate our attention to the cherry trees, to making sure not just telling people how beautiful they are, but how important it is to care and maintain, and helping the National Park Service, who does a fantastic job, to continue to do that. We will support the Trust for the National Mall's Cherry Tree Endowment. You'll hear more about this fundraising campaign in the coming weeks, that we're going to really call to action to any individual who has ever enjoyed those beautiful trees, created a memory, jogged or walked around the tidal basin, got married, got engaged, special occasion, all the beautiful photographs that come from that. If everybody just contributed a few dollars, that these trees will be around for generations to come. So I wanted to put that plug in there because that is just a big emphasis. So in the Trust for the National Mall, we have Catherine Townsend here today. We'll be communicating more about that. Now, to what's ahead this spring. This year's festival will, of course, start on the first day of spring, March 20th, and continue through April 13th. Spring is such a joyous time here in D.C. This year, the National Cherry Blossom Festival offers a compelling blend of time-honored traditions and new engaging events. Our programming is crafted to provide opportunities for everyone, from longtime attendees to first-time visitors, to create joyful memories that last a lifetime. We invite you to join us in this celebrating spring with a series of highly anticipated events that reflect the spirit of the city. Now let's take a look of what's ahead and be part of that blossom magic. It's like our own version of our home movies. Most of you are included in it. I hope this gets you excited about what's to come this season. This year, the 2025 festival delivers a combination of timeless favorites, new attractions that bring even more Blossom's magic to life. We are proud to partner with the community, our local businesses and organizations, as well as national and international brand partners to bring fun experiences. Just added to the lineup that you just saw for the National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade, which is presented by Events DC, is house music icon Crystal Waters, and also singer-songwriter Mary Jo. And stay tuned for more announcements for the parade to come. On March 20th, to kick off the first day of spring, you can participate with guest services for the first ever Stumpy's Pedal and Paddles race at the Tidal Basin. A portion of the entry fees will go to support the Trust for the National Mall's Cherry Tree Endowment. So they're doing this, and we'll keep Stumpy's spirit alive. Visit the Tidal Basin Welcome Area presented with the National Park Service as we present more than 100 free performances on the ANA stage. ANA, once again, wants to send a lucky winner to Japan. You can enter the ANA sweepstakes for a chance to win a trip for two. So just check out our website. Keep your eyes open for unique pop-up gallery, the Bloom Room in downtown DC, for fun activations, and the Blossom Kicks for Kids exhibit presented by Events DC, showcasing springtime painted sneakers that were created by DC junior high school and high school students. It was such a wonderful, I have to tell you, people always ask me what is my most favorite part of the festival. It is seeing people and kids and youth and even our legacy residents all enjoying the National Cherry Blossom Festival and understanding that this, as the mayor said, is also a hometown event. LEGO will present a LEGO Mosaic community build that will transform into a 10 by 7 foot mural after many hands take part. Thanks to Amazon, students from all of the elementary schools, from elementary schools in all of the 8 wards will contribute an art mural that will be displayed at the Tidal Basin for hundreds of thousands of people to enjoy. And of course, we have the beloved favorites enhancing the cherry blossom magic again. Returning to this year's parade, our special guests, Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. And this year, for the first time, Princess Ariel is going to be joining. In April, you can also join enter the Disney sweepstakes to win a vacation to the most magical place on earth, the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. And these are just a few of the highlights between the mayor, between the video and just these talking points, just a little bit of what's to come. And we really encourage you all to go to nationalcherryblossom.org often to get the full schedule of events and updates every week. And you'll also find the best ways to get to the events, from taking Metro to using Spot Hero for advanced parking reservations, as well as planning a staycation with our premier hotel provider, Hilton. And don't forget to check out the festival guide that's coming out in the Washington Post in mid-March, and it will have more details and more tidbits that you can read about and then participate. It is now my great pleasure to introduce you David Moran, Area Director for Clyde's Restaurant Group and the Board of Directors Chair for the National Cherry Blossom Festival.
Good morning, everybody. It is my pleasure to be a part of this highly anticipated announcement this morning. Both the mayor and Diana made comments about the organization turning 25 officially. I think it's also important to recognize that Diana May, who herself has been leading this organization for 25 years, and it's fair to say we would not be standing here today without everything, your work, your care, and your commitment to the city and the festival. So thank you for that. Diana also mentioned the tree fund, and that's very important to her personally and to the trees themselves. On behalf of the board of directors, we have approved a $25,000 match for the first $25,000 donated by the individuals. So don't be shy, donate. Diana told us where to find it on the website, and there'll be more information to come on that. Every spring, the National Cherry Blossom Festival does more than welcome the season. It ignites a surge of energy that is felt throughout the city. I see this firsthand, how this celebration revitalizes the Washington metropolitan region, infusing our local businesses, hotels, and dining spaces with a vibrant spirit, a blossom magic, if you would. For those of you who don't know, when I'm not sitting in front of you beautiful pink people, I operate a couple of restaurants up the street, the Old Ebbitt Grill and the Hamilton. We will be serving thousands of those cherry blossom cocktails. It's certainly been a long, long winter here in D.C. I find it magical that we show up today. It's 60 degrees outside. Everyone seems to have a smile on their face. It really speaks to what the cherry blossoms do for all of us. It's just so wonderful to be here with everybody. I am grateful for the incredible team that makes the festival a reality, from our passionate staff and fellow board members to our dedicated partners, sponsors, more than 30 participating organizations, and 1,000+ volunteers who work tirelessly behind the scenes. I extend a special thank you to our collaborators, including the National Park Service, the government of the District of Columbia, the government and the Embassy of Japan. Our leadership circle sponsors, Events DC, Amazon, and all Nippon Airways, along with our festival host sponsors, which include Chase, Downtown DC Bid, Mars, TCMA, a Drew company for the Reagan Building and International Trade Center, Union Station, Washington, D.C., and Hilton, our premier hotel provider and today's gracious hosts. We also welcome longtime festival supporter, but new this year as a host sponsor, Daiichi Sankyo. Daiichi Sankyo's first president and renowned chemist, Jokichi Takamine, supported the mayor of Tokyo in gifting the cherry trees to Washington, D.C. in 1912. Daiichi Sankyo also served as the chair of the 2012 festival and centennial celebration of the gift of trees. Thank you to all of our sponsors and supporters. This support has been so important in the growth and transformation of the National Cherry Blossom Festival, today one of the world's great celebrations of spring. The National Cherry Blossom Festival is a reminder of the power of community, of how coming together not only celebrates the magic of spring, but also drives a transformative energy that boosts our local businesses and creates unforgettable moments. Thank you for being part of this journey and for being part of Blossom Magic. As we celebrate the festival's roots and heritage each year, we are most appreciative of the partnership we have with the Embassy of Japan. The dedicated embassy team works with us year-round to present the world-class Japanese arts and cultural experiences. At this time, it is my great pleasure to welcome Minister Fumito Miyake, Minister for Public Affairs of the Embassy of Japan.
Well, thank you very much for a kind introduction. Good morning, everyone. My name is Fumito Miyake, Minister for Public Affairs at the Embassy of Japan. And it's a great honor for me to be back on this stage for the second time following the last year. And actually, I'm super thrilled to share this exciting moment because this ceremony signals the arrival of the upcoming National Cherry Blossom Festival season. So first of all, I'd like to thank you very much for having me here today. And today, I'll try to my remarks short, as I know the very important announcement will come right afterwards. Spring in the Washington, D.C. area is synonymous with the iconic sea of blossoming cherry trees. The festival brings more and more people, locals and tourists alike to the nation's capital to celebrate the coming of spring and our cultures, communities, and of course, our friendships. And looking back at the past, the first tidal basin cherry tree arrived in 1912 as a gift from the city of Tokyo to Washington, D.C. To symbolize a bond between Japan and the United States. And since then, as the trees have grown, so has our friendship and people-to-people connections. And last year, the Japanese government announced the gift of another 250 cherry trees to celebrate and commemorate the 250th anniversary of our best and closest friend, the United States, in 2026. And so we strongly hope that our birthday present of 250 cherry trees will be welcomed by you all and friends across the United States. And also, we believe this will mark the new chapter of the stronger than ever Japan-US friendship, underpinned by the ever-flourishing friendships between our two peoples. A cornerstone of the festival are the various events and activities available for everyone to enjoy and learn more about Japanese culture and our friendship. We'll have an impressive lineup of Japanese artists coming to the opening ceremony on March 22nd. And of course, we cannot forget about Sakura Matsuri Street Festival and cherry blossom delegates coming from across the United States and overseas. So let's make the festival this year even more exciting together. And now, allow me to make one announcement. Of course, not that announcement. The embassy has its own culture center, JICC, Japan Information and Culture Center. And unfortunately, it's not well known, but I am the director of the JICC. And one thing I really wanted to realize there was to host a cherry blossom photo contest. And we made it this year for the first time. And now, guess how many contestants? How many contestants we got this year? 52. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, actually, to see the number of photos exhibited here. So my humble request to my friends here is just during this coming season, please take as many photos of cherry blossom as possible and be ready for the next year's contest hosted by my JICC. And Tidal Basin, of course, will be one of the famous photo spots. And cherry blossoms across the United States will be fascinating as well. But don't forget about Japan. Actually, we will host the World Expo this year in Osaka. So it will be a great opportunity to visit and experience the real Japan and take photos. So we welcome you all. In closing, I want to express my special thanks to Diana, Lillian, along with the fantastic NCBF team and Goodwill ambassadors, and Mayor Bowser, DC government, and of course, the National Park Service, and all the sponsors and organizations who are the powerful driving force behind making this event very, very special each and every year. So on behalf of the Embassy of Japan and Japanese government, and more importantly, on behalf of the Japanese people, I'd like to say thank you very much. And with that, I give the floor to the National Park Service Superintendent, Dr. Kevin Grice, for the very much anticipated announcement. Thank you.
Okay, so one of the rules, I was told that suspense makes the heart grow fonder of the value, so I was told to give an exceptionally long, dry speech, and then end it with something that you may be wanting to know about. So No, seriously. It's such an honor to be here today. This is my very first Cherry Festival, Cherry Blossom Festival. I do, and just seeing all the hype and everything and all the logistics and the partnerships to go into this, not only partnerships, the partnerships that I see around this are actually friendships, and that's amazing. So another hat tip, Diana, to you, and 25 years of pulling this together. On behalf of the National Park Service, I just want to say we take an honor to sustain this gift from the Japanese country of Japan. We partner with the National Cherry Blossom Festival to honor and celebrate that gift every year. And then we just want to say, I want to tell you that if you're from D.C., there's an international flavor. I've served in many other countries, and the cherry blossom is one thing, you just breaks all translations and everything, and they go, Washington, D.C., oh, cherry blossoms, right? And I'm like, sure, that's not the only thing there. I got some other things there, but so understand that you're doing something that's amazing, demonstrates the American spirit and the partnerships on a daily basis, and brings all kinds of people to Washington, D.C., which is helpful. Right, absolutely. But what's really, what I want to recognize is our staff, every day, takes care of those trees, is caretakers of those trees. It's one of our core missions. Tree by tree. You'd be surprised. They know the little bio of every tree. They know the chemical makeup of the tree. They know where it's at, what's going on. It blew me away when I got here. But because they take it with passion, that's their trees. That's their charge. I want you to know that. And so they revel in this celebration as well. 3,500 trees are out here now. So thank you very much. And we will continue to sustain those and love them every single day from the National Park Service. And if you ever doubt that, I'll just say one word to reflect that: stumpy. Just saying. So, but taking care of those trees cannot be just one agency or one person or one group of people. It takes everyone. The visitors to the tidal basin must respect it as well and honor the trees by admiring them, understanding them, experiencing them, and taking care of them. We want all of the international visitors, the regular visitors, the local, everybody to look at the cherry blossom trees as their trees and take care of it as you would your own tree. So we want to do that. So with that, I would like you to demonstrate that during this festival by getting a pin, showing your commitment with a Cherry Blossom Festival pin. I don't have mine. I'm sort of required to wear this thing. So very honorable, but no Cherry Blossom pin. Diana has them. This year's Cherry Blossom Festival is as exciting as ever. I'm getting swept away by this. I was listening to the radio this morning, 5:30 in the morning, and a Baltimore radio station was like, and today's the Cherry Blossom announcement. And I was like, okay. No pressure. Thank you very much. But we're packed with events, back to back to back. There's something for everyone of any age. And one of the vital parts of this festival is a celebration of the gift, but it's also a continuance of the spirit and the gift. So our youth are just as important. The ever-popular Junior Ranger activity zones and our youth, our ambassadors, all that represent that. The Tidal Basin's welcome area, which will be located this year on West Basin Drive by the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, will be open from March 22nd to April 6th. It'll offer everything you need. If you go there and you're not taken care of, you're sleeping. Just saying. Including the ANA performance stage, information booths, food, and merchandise stands. And just a general connectivity with all the other people that are coming here to experience the same thing that you are. Connect. Come there, experience this, connect. Wear your pin. Demonstrate your commitment. For more details on the history of the cherry blossoms and see the full schedule of the National Park Service events and the festival events, please go to nps.gov/cherry and also the festival's website. Now, I believe there's a moment we've been looking forward to. I was warned that nothing I had to say would be listened to except for this particular thing. So I'm trying to get there slowly. Anticipation, sorry. I know. People are starting to raise things to throw at me. Okay, I got it. After reviewing all the historical data, I told you we analyze this. We have passion. We're analyzing this. We're watching these trees. I mean, I have people out there, what's the tree doing today? Okay, what are these trees doing? I was laughing at it until I realized they were absolutely dead serious. So, and they love it. Our urban foresters, our tree maintenance people, our staff, our educational staff, they all just love this. And they take ownership of this. The timing of the blossoms. Yes, we have determined the projected date of the timing of the blossoms. Yes, we have a date. The timing, so this timing is always subject, obviously, to weather. And one thing that I found out since I've been here, the weather is absolutely consistent day by day here. So understand that this is a stable projection, unless the weather comes, right? Which I appreciate. So now we're ready to announce the predicted bloom dates. But first, let's hear from a very special guest.
Hi, I'm Ken Jennings, host of Jeopardy! I'm excited to announce that I will be a Grand Marshal at this year's National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade. I hope to see you on Constitution Avenue in Washington, D.C. on Saturday, April 12th. But first, my job today is to help the National Park Service make an important announcement. Let's take a look at a special Final Jeopardy category. Peak bloom. And here's the clue. The iconic cherry trees around the tidal basin in Washington, D.C. will display a spectacular canopy of white blossoms when they reach peak bloom on these predicted dates in 2025.
All right, so now let's reveal the predicted peak bloom dates in the form of a question, of course, per Jeopardy rules. What is March 28th to the 31st, 2025? Thank you, everyone. I'm looking forward to being a part of the Blossom Magic with all of you at the National Cherry Blossom Festival.
Superintendent Grease is officially indoctrinated as one of the National Cherry Blossom Festival teams. Thanks for playing along with us today. With Ken Jennings, we're really excited to host him in the National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade. I won't keep you much longer. We'll just remind you, don't forget about our big first event that's coming up, DC's Ultimate Spring Bash, the Pink Tie Party, which is on Friday, March 14th at the Union Station. And tickets are actually selling fast. We rarely have any events that sell tickets. This one is a fundraiser for the festival. You won't want to miss it. Go to nationalcherryblossom.org today. A big thank you again to the Waldorf Astoria for hosting us today, and a heartfelt thanks to our dedicated National Cherry Blossom Festival team, as well as our friends from Link who helped support the program today. So thank you very much for being here. It was a fun way to kick it off, and we look forward to seeing you in the next few weeks. Thank you. Anisha, what about the tour? How are you going to do the tour? Do you any? So if you want to go see the Cherry Blossom Suite, just go ahead and walk out that door, and tours will be happening. Thank you.